I forgot about this. So freaking good. Look at this. Look at this game's so good. Hey friends, Juan here. Welcome back. Today we'll be checking out one of my favorite Xmen games of all time. I am of course talking about Xmen, the official. No, it's not about this one. Don't click away. We're talking about this very underrated game for the Xbox 360 and the PS3, which is Xmen Origins Wolverine Uncaged. Based on the movie, but it definitely goes way farther than that. A lot of people say this is what the movie should have been, and this is not to be confused with the games that came out on the PS2 and the Wii, and I think even the PSP. So there's multiple versions of a game based on this name alone. So today we'll be checking out this really good game. And then in a future video, we will take a visit back to 2006, which is, I believe, when this one came out, and this one, I think, came out in 2009. So we'll skip this cutscene, and I played this game back in the day, so I freaking love it. So this is not a first impressions. This is more so playing some of the initial parts of the game to whet your appetite, and that way you can actually check out the game for yourself. So we'll be going to Chapter 1, so you can check out some of the initial cutscenes, and so you get a good feel of just how violent this game actually is. And this is really positive, right? The fact that you can replay all of this, and this is pretty damn cool. You get to choose multiple costumes as you progress through the game. So for the sake of this video, to make it a little bit extra spicy, we'll be playing as one of my favorite costumes of all time. And Wolverine and Xmen has always been a beautiful thing for me. You know, recently I played Xmen Mutant Apocalypse on the Super Nintendo right here on this channel, and I really would love to know, you know, with all of you, what are some of your favorite Xmen games, because we also have Xmen Legends, and that led to Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I think there's even more Wolverine games on the Super Nintendo or something, but for this initial cutscene, once there's some action on screen, I will shut off my camera just so that way you can enjoy all of this, and you can check out how great it is.
At least the people still living,
and then we'll be back.
Say that.
I love how detailed these cutscenes are. This feels like an Xmen animated movie, way more so than a cutscene for a game. Uh-oh. Ooh. Right there, I knew this game would be a little bit different. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. I forgot how violent that was. He tried. Oh my goodness, look at that. In such a short amount of time, they completely distanced themselves from the pacing and style of the film. It's ridiculous. I mean, this game is and for mature, as opposed to the official game based on the movies, which is T for teen.
I don't remember other names.
It just makes me want to play Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks again.
In fact, I don't remember much of anything.
Many years earlier. This is where we go to the gameplay side of things, and this game does have a lot more stuff than the actual movies. It does take the plot, but evolves.
You smell nervous.
Better than how you smell, that's for sure.
Drop zone coming up.
I mean, talk about a rough landing that we're about to have, right? And yes, frame rate, a little bit rough. We're talking about the 360 PS3 generation. Fun fact, I actually had the PS3 version of this game, and it's one of the rare times that I have both versions, and I traded the PS3 one in because it is not great. This one's not perfect by any means, but the PS3 version, people, oh my goodness, it's rough. But look at that right there. It's all gritty. This is ultra-violent at its finest. I already forgot the controls. It's been a good while since I last played this. And even though we're going back to like 07, 09, you know, always talk about the gray brown tones that games used to just only have. This game does have a little bit of color, and it's nice to look at. Technically, it is flawed, right? I mean, you can see it with the frame rate. But when you see just how fun it is to play, I mean, look at that. I just chopped that dude's head off. And these games do have like a lot of secrets and all that. I already beat this game back in the day, though, so I'm not going to be... I've never been one to 100% games. I don't know about you. I just like to play them. You see there's a little bit of screen tearing as well. That's where I'm really hoping this game through PS3 or 360 emulation eventually gets really good, because that way you can... Let's lunge here. There we go. You can see just how beautiful this game looks. And the lunging, even though it can get a little bit spammy, it's so it's so satisfying to actually do it that you don't even care.
Must be my chopper. I better see how Victor and the others are doing. Time to get to work.
I'm pretty sure it is Hugh Jackman doing the voiceover, which really helps. I mean, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. The same way, you know, you talk about Chris Evans with Captain America. I think there's some actors that just play the role so well, you don't see anybody else playing as them. Like, there's a couple of actors that sometimes people go like, maybe that could be like a good plan B or something. But man, Hugh Jackman, he is Wolverine. And not just in appearance. I think personality is also key. There you get to see another gameplay element. This isn't just a straight up hack and slash. Even though these are light elements. I mean, there is, you know, it's an action adventure game. And even though it's light, I mean, I think they were in... This could be just bullcrap. I think they were going to make more X-Men games like this, like based on individual characters. But the movie flopped so hard, I don't think that happened. It's unfortunate. Like, the history of X-Men movies, it's been like... 1 was alright, 2 was awesome, 3 was 3. First Class was really good. Like, they started to do good and then went back down again. It's a very sad situation. Ow. Let's pull myself up. That's not going to look good for you. Oh my goodness. It's one of those games that it's so ridiculous. It's like the Fast movies, right? You know exactly what you're getting yourself into. It's not about realism. It's about being outrageous. But you got to be in a mood for it, right? This is a mood. And this game has upgrades, by the way. So don't think that it's just... It is spammy. I'm not going to pretend like the game isn't spammy. And yes, that's one of my favorite things. It's you can lunge towards enemies that are lunging at you. Oh! There's a lot of environmental stuff as well. Okay, let's see what else I can try and do here. I'm just trying to remember more of the controls. Yeah, you see that spike right there. Let's see if I can... Oh, leveled up. Level 12. The thing is, I originally played this game on my 360. This is the one that my wife got, because we gave away the other one eventually. So I forget if this save is the one that I beat the game in, or if it's one that I got pretty far at and didn't finish. But honestly, it's one of those games where, you know what, I would not mind just playing this game to completion again or something. And when I say to completion, it's not like 100%, it's more so just to the end of the story. Aw, damn it. Wanted to see if there's anything I could do with that. But let's take a quick second here just to show you some of the animation. Something that I'm very nitpicky about with games is the actual running animation. It's those little things that I do pay attention to. And I think this game has a pretty good blend of, it's very fast, right? Wolverine's pretty light on his feet, but Wolverine's also not like the heaviest and tallest guy. So, yeah. Not even sure where I'm going with that. It is weird playing this game with this costume, because obviously the default one is just Hugh Jackman, you know, the default Wolverine. And yeah, I did a bad job of explaining this, but you do have your light attacks, which are these. You have the heavy attacks, grab, jump, and then you can do the lunging. I forgot about this. So freaking good. Look at this. Look at... This game's so good. So good. What I love about this is that a lot of times games based on movies, they tend to stick to the cinematic style so much that even though it's a video game, it doesn't feel like a video game. You know what I mean? And that scene that we just got right there, that's a straight up video game. And it's a video game based on comic books, not necessarily based on a film. Because usually that type of flow in the action that we got, you don't really see that in the films. You see that more so in the comic books and stuff like that. By the way, thank you to one of the people that in the previous video, said that, you really do enjoy the way that I just have kind of the camera on, I'm talking. This is a very chill Let's Play channel. I'm not here to just provide play-by-play to the gameplay that's happening. It's more so, the game is a gateway for any other conversation that we can have related to the game rather than just, the game itself. I think it's very fun. So hopefully all of you enjoy that. It's the type of Let's Play that I like to watch, because the gameplay speaks for itself unless there's something mechanically that I feel like, I gotta include or something like that. Pretty sure I gotta go back. Oh, wait, right, we're at the truck. Yeah, you gotta use this truck here to open up the door. One of the complaints that I remember this game got is the enemies do get a little bit repetitive, which is kind of to be expected, right? Because this is not a game, this is not Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and even those games had their fair share of, repetition. But there's a lot of just, hey, here's bad guy number 5, and now you're taking on bad guy number 7. Oh my goodness. That being said, for such a powerful mutant, he struggled a little bit there. I mean, that is downhill. Like, most human beings would not struggle with that. So Wolverine, gotta lift them weights, man. Okay, there we go. Something else that I like is that with a character like Wolverine, health regen actually makes sense. Because when we got something like Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, for better or worse, that became the staple, as opposed to finding health packs and all that stuff. But here, it actually makes sense. And it makes sense that Wolverine can take a lot of bullets and not immediately die. Whereas in other games, you talk about something like Uncharted, a perfectly normal human being, yet, Drake can take a couple of shots. And he's just kind of like, okay, hey, I'm good. And I get it, it's a video game being a video game, but here it's, Wolverine is maybe one of the best characters to have in a video game. Oh, love those uppercuts. Something I gotta do, once we're done with this scene, I'm gonna pause, because I forget. That's one of the things, people, that I hate as a gamer. I forget things very easily. I gotta write notes whenever I'm working on reviews and stuff like that. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so when you press back, here's where you have different things you can do. You can check out them skills. You can continue. Yeah, this is definitely not the game where I complete it, like the save. Oh my goodness, I love this attack. The claw spin. Yeah, this is so satisfying. Berserk. You can see that it does reward yourself for going back to it. Like, I'm going back to an earlier mission, and I'm still leveling up. So, if you are a completionist, this game does a lot of really good stuff like that. You can check out the different combos. Let's see if I can show you the spin attack here. Skills have changed. Keep changes. There we go. Wait, so... Wait, I forgot how to do that. Like I mentioned, people, I forget easily. Claw spin increases the amount of damage. We'll figure it out all along the way. We'll do it live, people. We'll do it live. We'll get it. And if not, use your imagination. How was it? I probably literally just read it. Like, I'm seriously bad at that stuff, people. I do suffer from anxiety and all that stuff, so diagnosed, by the way, so it's not just like saying it. And sometimes with video games and all that stuff, I get overwhelmed very easily, and it makes it difficult. Like, I'll have to write like weird notes on my phone just to be like, okay, man, this is where I think you'll be. Like, I can be playing a game today, and tomorrow I'm like, where was I supposed to go? I'm not too sure right now. Okay, let's lunge towards that dude. Seriously, lunging is like the spammiest attack, but it's in no way a bad thing. Wait, which side? See, like right now. Wait, I think this is the side I'm supposed to go. Yeah. There we go. Oh, so good. So good. And I do believe the longer the lunge, the more attack it does. That doesn't sound good. Monkey! I'm trying to think of which... I do want to get the PS2 game, by the way, because I don't think it's the same. I've checked out some gameplay of the PS2 and Wii versions, and yeah, they're not uncaged. So because it's in a cage, it's more family-friendly. Was there something inside? I forgot about that. But let me know, like, so far, what do you think about this game? I really do think it's super fun. It's something that doesn't require a lot of thinking. It can become challenging, but generally speaking, I don't think about this game as a difficult game. It's a little bit forgiving. And as you can see, there's not a lot of guessing as far as to like where you need to go. Maybe that's the case if you're looking for like a completionist type of run. But otherwise, you're not going to be struggling with that too much. Barrel senses can be used to find your next objective. That's, once again, yet another, it's kind of like the Spidey sense. Just a good way to incorporate the character himself as far as, like, using the abilities to improve the game experience. Feels like something that would be in the back of the box or something. Mash! By the way, I'm using my Gears 360 controller, which I talked about in a pickups video on my main channel.
You thought you were lucky. This is Logan, checking in.
Logan, still alive after a helicopter crash. Why am I not surprised?
I'm at the site now, sir. The pilot's here, but he's dead. There's no sign of the rest of the team.
They parachuted out but got scattered.
How's Victor, sir?
Your brother's fine. Rendezvous with him at a temple north of your position. You two will rig that area with the C4 he's carrying.
Roger. Goes 401 out.
Big brother. Think now I gotta go down there. Good old feral sense is helping me out. This was definitely a thing. I mean, it's still a thing, but like the giant button on screen. Eventually, I do got to do a Let's Play Valsyr's Wrath. You know, I love that damn game so much. Woo! That was close. That was close. Hey, friends! Let's see how many lunges we can do. Okay, I can't. Yeah, that one's too close. And you can't do the air combos, as you can see. You can throw enemies towards other enemies. So, oh, okay, finally did that. Oh! Gonna have that for dinner. I love me those punches. I just love this game. It's mindless fun. If I were to describe this game in 2 words, it's just mindless fun. Okay, what was I supposed to do here? There we go. No. What if I go here? Huh? Think that's where I'm supposed to go. Seriously though, for such a like, he's lunging like nobody's business, yet he's like struggling to climb up. Those arms, Wolverine, what the hell? Logan, you gotta get better at that, man. But you see what I mean about the enemy repetition, right? It's not that it's bad. And the environments do change, like it's not just in this jungle setting at all times throughout the whole game. But there is a lot of samesies. Better or worse. And look, the thing is that's always been a problem with games that have a lot of enemies. I mean, you go back to like the arcades and beat 'em up games and all that. Sometimes they would, not even sometimes, most times it would be just flat out palette swaps of the same enemy, just to add a little bit of variety, and that would be about it. So I do love their patience of like, hey, we can't shoot him yet, you know. Good old action video game etiquette. You gotta wait for him to finish climbing. And that's what happens when you finish, or when you wait for Wolverine to finish climbing, my friend. I also do appreciate that, obviously, you can't jump that far. You can only lunge, so they always sprinkled in that enemy just so you can actually progress in the story. Can you imagine he gets stuck? He's like, yo, I got a problem, man. I got nobody to lunge at, so I can't progress. Lunging does not get old. It really doesn't. Every single time, it's freaking satisfying. Anything there? Nope. And I'm not looking forward to playing the other game, by the way. I did play it a little while. This one is this is from my wife's collection that when we got married, you know, we lumped up our video game collections, and I remember not thinking great things about it. But part of the conversation here is exactly that. You know, we can experience it together, and maybe it's not nearly as bad. I mean, compared to this game, you know, there's definitely a difference. Also, the covers are, I mean, almost identical, right? It's both Hugh Jackman, not just a Wolverine, doing similar poses, which I'm assuming did not help in a store. Can you imagine, like, a little kid wanted to get this game? What is it here? There we go. But a little kid tells his mom, you know, I want the Wolverine game. But then it's like, well, you got the Wolverine game. Okay, how come the mom and the child sound the same? Oh, crap. What if they're the same person? Oh my goodness. Which one came first? I don't know where I'm going with this. Man, this escalated quickly. Okay, got that. Oh boy, the main event, my friends. Main event for the video. Leviathan. Yeah, that's what I remember happening with that. You can't just spam the lunge here. How did this work? Forget how this worked. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Okay, it's not that complicated, just kind of dodge. I think I can lunge towards him, but it's got to be when he's vulnerable. Ow. There we go. Getting a nice haircut there, my friend. Ow. Go, 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 go! Oh, damn it. Damn it, got me. Okay, there we go. Giving you a makeover. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Oh my goodness. Woo.
Sir, this is Logan. I'm at the rendezvous point, but there's no sign of Creed.
We lost communication with him a while ago, but we're still tracking him, moving down the river.
Logan, this is Wraith. It looks like your brother's already armed the area with explosives. I'd hightail out of there before it blows.
You heard the man, Logan. Find a way off that rock and get to the river. You don't have much time.
My friends, Logan's adventure will continue, but I do think that's going to be doing it for this video. As I mentioned, I want to give you a taste of this lovely game right here, X-Men Origins Wolverine. As I mentioned, it's available on Xbox 360 and PS3. There are more cleaned up, family-friendly versions for the PS3, Wii, and the PSP, I believe, but please go down to the comments section, and if this was your first time checking out this game, share your comments, and if you have played it previously, I would love to know as well. And if you like what I do, make sure to subscribe, give me that thumbs up, and get ready, because as I mentioned, maybe it's not going to be such a wonderful experience in the next video, but up until next time, thank you for watching and supporting, and take care, everybody.